All right, guys, it's that time. Episode 9, Summer Blades, another brute from my 50/50 showcase. She is Dual Blades, Fire Armor, Soul Mastery. She was built as a fire farmer. She has lots of damage output, but like many of my other builds, she has uh, multiple functionality. She can tank pretty well with Soul Mastery using Darkest Night. You'll see that in her build. So she's not just all about that XP and infamy from farm. She's actually pretty good with teams. She can lay down the pain with burn patches and the dual blades is spinning, cutting people into pieces. But she has some pretty high survivability, not just to fire damaging enemies. So let's take a look at the build so you can see what I'm talking about. And then we'll showcase how it works in actual play, solo missions, as well as some team action. If you've seen any of the other videos I've made, you'll know exactly what I'm going to do. But let's take a look here. Here is Summer Blades. This is the Mids Reborn build for her. As you can see, I've got all of the dual blades attacks. That is sort of maybe one of the weaknesses of dual blades, if you want to think about it that way, because it uses a combo system where you need to hit 1, 2, 3 ABC in a row in order to get some extra effects. You need to pretty much take everything because if you're missing one of the powers in the combination, you can't execute that combo, of course. And a couple of the powers actually overlap combos, so they're essential powers, I guess you'd put it that way. Because if you don't take that one, not only can you not do one combo, but you can't do two, maybe even three combos. So that's sort of the downside of dual blades. But I think the combo system's pretty fun. It gives you some extra little perks, some extra little boosts, some debuffs, that sort of thing. It does some extra damage here and there. So it's got a lot going for it. And then on the fiery aura side, similarly, I have pretty much every power with the exception of the res there because hey, that's what wakies are for. That's what teammates with the res powers are for. Phoenix Rising, you know explode in fire, you can do some damage, but you know what? If you're getting killed every couple mobs, you probably should be maybe looking at some other powers rather than having that one. I've got hasten for greater attack speed, combat jumping, gives a little more defense. Plus, I'm using it to put in the knockback protection because I believe Fiery Aura, the shield set here, does not have any sort of knockback built into it. So that's sort of a downside of that, but it is uh, probably the highest damage output set in the game as far as melee sets go. And that really comes down to the burn patch. I don't think Blazing Aura per se is any better than some of the other damage auras in the game. Consume also has some damage associated with it. It's a plus endurance power, but it also does some damage. But really, it comes down to it comes down to burn. Fiery Embrace, obviously is your damage boosting buff to all your powers. But Burn Patch is the reason why people are taking it and why people are farming with it. It does tons of damage, and it's really easy to max out your damage resistance to fire. As you can see, I've got mine 116.5% or so. It's capped at 90. So I've got plenty of fire resistance. So for farming purposes, burn patch, and you can cap your fire resistance. That's really the big things there. Taking a look at the rest of her stuff, aside from all the different combo powers from dual blades, I've got lots of proc type of things built into the various powers. Like I've got Mako's Bite in multiple of her single target attacks, and those have the chance for lethal. I've got the Brute's Fury ATO set sitting in Typhoon's Edge. That gives a Fury bonus if I hit with that. Healing Flames, I've got that pretty maxed out with Preventative Medicine. Consume, I've got the proc for chance for smashing, and that one with Obliteration. Sweeping Strikes, got Shirako's Dervish. There's another damage proc there. Let's see, Dark Obliteration. I've got the Resist debuff proc sitting there. Soul Tentacles has Positron's damage proc in that one. Here's Darkest Night, as I mentioned earlier. This is a great, debuff toggle, minus damage, minus to hit. So this combined with her various other powers that she's got and the sets that I've chosen, for instance, Multi-Strike has have that a couple powers that has resistances, smash, lethal, energy, negative, plus it has some defense built into it. So when you start adding these all up, she's got a lot of different resistance types, scattered throughout her build. Aegis is over here with the psionic resistance. I've got Impervium armor that has psionic resistance in it. I did take a little bit of defense with maneuvers and combat jumping that I mentioned earlier. So you add it all up and it goes to what I've been saying multiple times now. I'm not just trying to max out one thing, like let's say positional defenses. I'm trying to get a smattering of defenses, resistances, debuffs, controls, so that you have this multi-layered approach to damage mitigation for yourself and for your team. And it allows you to be more broad as far as what types of missions you can take on, what types of foes you can take on, because you've got something for everybody or every situation, rather than just I'll just fire resistance and I'll just fire defense or melee defense, right? Got lots of different stuff, different none of these things is something that's gonna make or break your character, but when you add them all together, it increases your survivability pretty well. This particular character does not have a lot in the way of controls like you've seen in most of my other builds, especially my previous 2 or 3 brutes had a lot of control and debuff built in. She is more of a pure just damage dealer. As you'll see, most of my sets are, damage and a bunch of damage procs. Survivability really is, the Darkest Night and then the layering effect of the different powers. She's also got melee radial embodiment for the hybrids slot for, let me scoot that down a little bit more so you can see it. For her incarnate, this gives the regeneration and defense. So if you're in melee, you're boosting with every target that you are next to. Ageless for faster attack speed, endurance recovery, musculature for more damage. That's the alpha that I chose. Degenerative is, I found this a little bit better than reactive in my opinion for farming purposes anyway. Lowers the max hit points, so it makes it easier to kill something faster rather than just raw damage. Took Vanguard. I kind of like them, but they get too rangy. If you've ever had the Vanguard lore, they like to kind of hang back a little bit. Which, when they're in kind of close to you, it's pretty good. But when they're, 100 feet behind you, it's not so good when you're trying to especially farm that sort of thing. They end up getting themselves killed pretty easily. Then I've got Void, which has some more debuff of damage. So with Void's minus damage, Darkest Night has minus damage debuff to it. It improves that survivability for this character combined with the other things I already mentioned. All right, that is the main deal with the build. If you take a look at the totals here, let me shut off the incarnate stuff so it's a little more realistic. So here's what you're looking at. Regen is almost 300%. Recovery is 173. She's got a really good ratio between recovery and injury. And this is something I don't think I've mentioned in any of these current videos, but something I've mentioned in some of my earlier videos from a year or two ago. I always try to shoot for like a 3-to-1 ratio of recovery to endurance strength because I hate running out of endurance. I hate having to stand there unable to do anything because I don't have any blue. I'd rather be dead with no green than standing there unable to do anything. And this is a risk if you go with a lot of recharge, like she's got 91% recharge, which is fairly high. You're going to be burning a lot more endurance because you're constantly firing off powers. So you need to have some sort of endurance mitigation strategy. So I'm always trying to shoot for that 3-to-1. If you start getting 2-to-1 or lower than 2-to-1, you're going to run out of blue. So you'll see most of my builds at bare minimum 2-to-1, but I'm always going for 3 or higher if I can. It's a big, I'd rather have that than defense, to be honest with you. So that's my little strategy there. So that's, totals you can see, solid fire, decent, well, great fire, solid smash lethal, Energy negative's pretty solid. Cold's pretty solid. And you even have a little bit of psionic in there. AoE defense is pretty good, right? 17%. Melee defense, not so shabby. Somewhere in the teens. You'll, get missed a couple times just with that. If you lump that together with the debuffs of Darkest Night, Darkest Night, if you take a look at the numbers on that, that's lowering enemy to hit by, what, 14% or so. And it's lowering their damage by 21% over there. If you throw in Void, when I fire that off, you can see that's going to pump a minus 50% damage debuff for 30 seconds. So between, Darkest Night and Void, when I trigger that PB AoE Judgment power, the damage that she takes in those first critical 30 seconds of diving into a group, Void, lift up your Darkest Night, you're really not taking a lot of damage, especially with a farm, and I've already got 90% damage resistance to fire anyway. So, she can take a beating, not just fire, but in most of the different types of situations you're going to see. So you'll get a chance to see that for yourself today. All right, other than that, I think I hit all my main talking points that I wanted to cover. Just double checking. Yep, yep, that's pretty much it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause the vid, go ahead and get some missions going. Let me pause. All right, let's get down to business with Summer Blades. Let me shut these off. Hop over to this mission that I have queued up. As usual, I'm running +2 × 6. I've got a paper mission in Granville. The council is my targets of choice here. And I'm going to get it lit up, as they say. I don't think it's going to be any surprise sort of what she's going to do. I'm going to go in there and just start smoking things. In here, throw a little bit of Dark Obliteration. Boom. Boom. As a fire, you're going to take damage. But you're also going to lay out some damage. And you can see the combos lighting up in my tray down here. So you got to be cognizant of that. I'll actually kind of talk through some of the combos in this video because they are the key and the whole reason you're taking dual blades in the first place. And the way I have it laid out on my screen is by combo set. So if you take a look, I've got Nimble Slash, Ablating Strike, and Blinding Feint. That is one combo. That's your build up, power, damage kind of combo if you hit those 3 in a row. I then have another combo that starts with Ablating Strike, then goes up to Vengeful Slice, and then it ends with Sweeping Strike. That one does like a bleed damage over time if I go up this way. So I've got one combo 1, 2, 3, and another combo 1, 2, 3 heading up. I then have another combo after that, 1,000 cuts, Power Slice, and Typhoon's Edge. I forget what exactly. I think that's the one that does the sweep and knocks things down. You'll see in a second. And I think then the other one is Nibble Slash, a Blading Strike, and Typhoon's Edge is the 4th combo. I think there's 4 combos total. If you hit all of those at the same time. And I'm not sure, there's like a list somewhere here. Yeah, so the Empower, Nimble Slash, a Blading Strike, Blinding Feint, Weaken, Nimble Slash, a Blading Strike, Typhoon's Edge. So it's telling you what, this is part of Nimble Slash. So if I go 1, 2, and then boom, Typhoon's Edge over here, that's going to give me my other combo. So I can go 1, 2, 3, or I can go 1, 2, 6 as a combo. A Blading Strike, if you go here, it's telling you it's part of Empower, which is Nimble Slash, the one I just showed you, Blading Strike, Blinding Feint. It's also part of Weaken, Nimble Slash, a Blading Strike, Typhoon's Edge, which I just showed you as well. And then the third one, which is one I like to use it for, is Attack Vitals. This is the bleed one. You go Blading Strike, Vengeful Slice, Sweeping Strike up like so, and you'll see you'll do extra damage as the target starts to bleed out. You can probably tell right away that a Blading Strike is a critical key power to this power set. If you don't take a Blading Strike, you've just gotten rid of 3 combos that you could get. So that's not a good idea. Duh. Then let's take a look at 1,000 Cuts, because this is another one that's important. It's part of Sweep. So you do 1,000 Cuts, Power Slice, and Typhoon's Edge. So 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6 for me. So if you look at my combos, I got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 6, 4, 5, 6, and 2 moving up to the other 2 to the last 2. So laying it out on your keyboard or on your power tray, I mean, that's, I really don't think of another way to do it unless you come up with some sort of key mines that'll click them for you. So I am very visually attentive down here as to my layout, right? This is sort of when I deviate from my normal plan of melees in one row, range attacks in another row, controls in another row. I have these specifically laid out for dual blades combinations. It's critical. All right, let me go ahead and start showing you how these combos are going to work. So I'm going to fire this up. Let's see what I got here. It's fine. Where's my target? I'm going to go ahead and turn on my inspiration tray so I can see what's going on there. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and bring Darkest Night in. Start getting some targets close. Boom. So between Burn Patch, Consume, and my Typhoon's Edge, I've got 3 really solid, quick follow-ups to my nuke. Bang, all dead. So from a farming perspective, that's great. Don't forget to turn off your Darkest Night toggle. We got a big old room here. Look at all these guys. All right, so I'm going to do this. Let's kind of round up some stuff and see what we can do. So go into here. Dark Obliteration lowers accuracy, right? So we want to do that. Come over here. Burn these guys. Start unleashing some combos. Vital Strike. Consume. Burn Patch. Let's execute this combo. Sweep's a great one. It's a great knockdown around you. A little control. There's Vital Strike. There's the bleed. Follow that up with another sweep. Down he goes. Let's empower. It's going to do a little power boost there. Damage, that is. Slice and dice. Sweep. And hopefully by the time they stand up, they're dead. Let's execute some more combos here. Haven't really done the weakened combo. It's probably the least, I don't want to say useful, but it's the least used by me. I'll do it on the next big group. We'll see what it does. Toast. Looks like a boss? No. Okay. There's the boss. Come on, get out of the way, Dark Wolf. Get this guy. There we go. All right, I'm going to do that. Click, click. I'm going to use the combo of Nibble Slash, a Blading Strike, and Typhoon's Edge for Weaken, it is called. Let me throw Darkest Night out there and the boss. He's the most dangerous guy. Okay, here comes the combo of Weaken, Slash, Slash. When you do that, you lower the defense of all the targets you've just hit. So they're easier to hit now. The only trick here, I guess, is sort of lining up your cones if you're trying to do something like Vital Strike there. Or you've got your 1,000 cuts. So this uh, dual blades, it's very clicky, very combo heavy, obviously, but it does have a nice bit of AoE from the cones you can do, plus the PB AoEs that you got. If you take a look at the set, you've got Sweeping Strike as a cone, you've got 1,000 Cuts as a cone, you've got Typhoon's Edge is a PB AoE, and when you come up that combination of Blading Strike, Vengeful Slice, Sweeping Strike, you cone damage that vital bleed damage. The 1, 2, 3 with the Nimble Slash, a Blading Strike, and Typhoon's Edge, that's that spinning weaken power. And then you've got 1,000 Cuts, Power Slide, and Typhoon's Edge. So there's a cone followed up by PBAOE. So that combo is pretty devastating. Throw that, combine that in here with, I don't even know if I had all my powers activated on that. Burn Patch, Consume, as already mentioned, Dark Obliteration. There's some real, either melee AoE or ranged AoEs. You got a ranged cone with your Soul Tentacles. You've got you can pull with Darkest Night. So if I am farming, I can taunt one group. I can Darkest Night pull another group. If I'm in melee, I've got melee radial, hybrid running. So pretty survivable. And then anything that does get on me, it gets, scorched earth within a few minutes or seconds, really. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, pause again, and get another mission set up. That one took a couple minutes. All right, we're back for mission 2 solo. I have turned it up to +3 times 8. This is not going to be that challenging at all, but again, reminder, I'm not really trying to challenge myself with these solos. I'm just using them to showcase some of the build's tactics and how the powers actually work in play. Taking a look at enhancements, something else I wanted to address or remind folks of is most of the time I'm going to go ahead and attune. That's because I want my power set bonuses to carry from level to level. So attunement just means that your enhancements are equal to the level that you are. So if I'm running level 50 like I am right now, my enhancements level 50. But if I level down because I'm mentoring or joining some lower level team, that kind of thing, or running some lower level task force, my enhancements will level down with me, lowering their effectiveness, but their set bonuses will stay with me. If you don't attune them and you level down, they won't be level 50 enhancements anymore. Well, they'll still be level 50 enhancements, but if you're running, let's say, level 20 mission or something like that, you're not going to get your set bonuses to level down with you because you're over leveled with those particular enhancements. It's kind of hard to explain, but trust me, that's the way it works. But you'll also notice that I do boost certain enhancements. Standard IOs, I'll boost those. Like Hasten has a single recharge in it, so I +5 it, so it's effectively a level 55 enhancement. So rather than the standard 42% at level 50, it's up to 53%. Each plus adds about 2% if I remember the math roughly. And then I'll do the same thing with singleton set IOs, because in this case I don't care about the set bonuses because I don't have any for a single one anyway. So I might as well max it out as best I can with the +5s on those. So that's my own strategy. The other thing I will do is I will attune like special, unique, or proccable things because I want that. Like for instance, in this case, the Blessing of the Zephyr knockback reduction. I want that at no matter what level I'm running. If I only had a level 50 version of it, again, it would not give me the knockback protection if I was running some level 20 or 30 stuff. So by attuning it, it makes it level up and down with me, giving me that bonus. The same thing with the Miracle Recovery. Notice it's attuned. I get the plus recovery regardless of what level I'm running. So that's the bonus of attuning your enhancements. All right, let's go ahead and attune these council to my dual blades of fiery death. Okay, but a little preparation here. A lot of times I'll lead with that little boost up, and then I'll come in with the big old slice and dice. Power up again. So I won't always shoot for combos. I'll maybe get a combo to boost my damage, and then, sorry, use a single attack to boost damage, let's say, or use a combo to boost damage, and then follow up with some AoE, PBOE, that sort of thing. So you don't have to always go for combos. It does, if you logically use them, depending on what you're trying to do, it will make you more efficient. And I like that they fixed the combo system, or at least buffed it, so that you don't have to hit every single attack in the combo for it to trigger. It used to be that you had to hit all three for it to work. Now you just have to hit really the last one, as long as you click the powers in the correct order. Start melting these guys down. Slice and dice. Oops, I missed the combo. Thought that guy died before I could. I was clicking the thing and then he died, so I didn't actually land or use the second power. See if I land this combo. Burn him. And he's done. I mean, similar to the electric armor that I was showcasing a couple days ago with Tethys. I mean, fire armor is fairly soft compared to some of the other armor sets that are out there. So you gotta have some other strategy in mind for mitigation. In this case, you know, usually fire, what you do is you build for just raw damage so that you don't have to worry about survivability. And the heal's not that great. Healing flames. Boom. If I got two groups here or not, feels like it. They're a little bit spread out was the problem. I think if you're on a team with something like this, I mean, you got tons of your own damage and get some buff or something like that. I mean, you're going to be a killing machine. And you desperately need to get some sort of knockback protection because you will get destroyed if you don't. Like, knockback, if I were to jump up there and get tossed, doesn't matter how much damage you do if you're laying on your back. Line that cone up. This guy's running for the hills. Did not run far enough. You'll notice that I only have reds and purple enhancements dropping, or inspirations, because I set it that way using pay to win. So sweep is nice to get stuff off you if you're surrounded. There's sort of that devastating combo I was talking about. Very little is going to survive that void, dark obliteration, burn patch type of combination. Okay. Darkest Night's back up. Go in here. So you see, you will take damage, so you got to be careful. Oh, and then debuff to hell and back too. Great. Just kind of letting that linger a little bit longer than normally. So with fire, you really can't, you know, play around. You got to get in there, just destroy your targets. Like, if you think you're going to be like sort of a primary tank, I just don't see fire armor as being that guy or gal. Okay, you're better off being that, what I would call a beta hitter. Like, you know, if you've got a primary main tank on the team or tougher brute that can draw the aggro, then you can just go in there and clean up with your patches and things. Of course, liberal use of inspirations will help. This time around, I'm not going to screw around. I'm just going to frickin' destroy these guys. That's your best mitigation right there, just destroying. Just be careful with sweep, because if you've already knocked a guy on his back with your, what is it? I think it's Vengeful. Yeah, Vengeful Slice has a knockdown. So let's say you've knocked somebody down already. If they're on their back and you sweep, they will not get like popcorn knocked down again. They're going to stand up as your finishing sweep. So sometimes you'll see me pause for a second while I'm waiting for the guy to get up, and then I will sweep him. Right there. So the first 1,000 cuts, I'm waiting for Werewolf to stand up, then I'll sweep. So it's the opener for sweep. Typhoon's Edge has a knockdown. So if you don't wait for the guy to get up, I can sit here and popcorn this guy if I just time these strikes. Right there, I just tripled that Werewolf. Okay, do this. Let's see if I can just nuke the crap out of this whole group. I mean, boom, that's it. They're dead. They really didn't have a chance. The Vital Strike. He's down. Hit him with the second. Wait till he gets up. Sweep him. Strike him again. Down. One. Stands up. Sweep him. Like so. That's what I'm talking about with the sweep. Just gotta give it that extra second and then hit them with it. Let them stand up and they're back on their back again. All right, that was the second mission, second solo effort. Again, really not a problem. Obviously, I took damage, but you know, I'm putting out so much damage it really doesn't matter. The heal is there to spot that and patch you up, get you right back into a fight. You can be overwhelmed if you got guys from all over the place. Range is pumping bullets and AoE into you, so you got to watch out. You got to play smart, like you've seen me try to do before, where I'll use you know, geometry in order to break line of sight, bring them in close, because once they're in close, it's game over. All right, let me pause. I'll get another team going or something, join a team, and we'll show you how this build works in team combat. All right, I'm back with a team of butt kickers and name takers. First one is just 53s to get some practice. I will go 54s. Go 50. All right, we'll do that first. I always forget to go to 54. There we go. Guess that was that. One room with some weird stuff in the back. Looking for a hollow joint here. Little warm up. Kinda a weird map. It's like one room on each level, pretty much, that has stuff in it, but a lot of architecture, you know? It's weird. Let's just bring some more guys. What do you say? Oops, I guess they're following me. I was just gonna pull them into the hallway, but some eager beavers on the team. Okay, next. This is like what you call a cakewalk. That's what I'm talking about. See, what I was saying earlier vid about, you know, why make a blaster just does more damage? I mean, we've got so much damage. What good is it? You know? I don't know. Whatever. Some people think I'm stupid when I say that, but you know, I have this really high damage brute, but I can't even really leverage any of that because stuff is dead within 30 seconds, if that. I know they're only 53s, but you get the idea. It's just like, stuff's dead. Stuff's dead. It's like the lightning round. That was a group of 54s, and they're just evaporated. You know, we got a powerful team here. What do you got? 2 Corruptors, Defender. I mean, they're throwing out buffs and crap, debuffs. You got the Dominators, got controls going. You got 2 Blasters just annihilating crap. Let's make this interesting, alright? Meteor just freaking impact. I was, for a second there, I was like, oh, well, I'll just pull this group maybe, but I'm like, they already nuked it before I even voiced the thought. Let's think about, oh, I'll pull this group to the rest of the party. Nope. Never mind, they're dead. Never mind. Oh, look, somebody's already beaten this group up. I mean, jeez. Anything else I can get up there? Yeah, sure. Get this group to come down. Where did they go? They're dead. Never mind. Get the whole group. Jeez. Are you guys lazy back there? Get over here. Where's the team go? I don't know. They're doing something over there. Hollow points over there somewhere. Guess I'll circle around. Nope, I won't circle around. It's a dead end. And toast. Hollow point, where are you? Is this way? Oh, man. Poor guy. All right. 53 times 8. You got a team of ass kickers. I mean, that was a joke. Come on. All right, let's do. Let's give him some. I want to give him some Carnies to play with. Here, let's do this. Let's see, what's the closest mission? No, that one's not far. Let's do this. Assist Senior Agent Frymouth. Frymouth. In we go. I forget. I had done this one before, but I forget who the enemies are. Oh, freaking long butts. Now this is going to be charged. I mean, I'm going to straight up say these guys, I don't like them. I think they're OP as hell. Wait, did I think my mids build was wrong. I think I had the Vanguard, but no, I went, is it the, Talons, I think it is. It was gonna go. Meteor's devastating if they just stand there and take it. Down he goes. minus 26%, almost at defense. Jeez. I hit myself. They got me slowed to hell. I think it's the Spiner. Or is a snowstorm out? One of the two. Oh, gravity. That's what the hell it is. Oops, a daisy. It's hiding over here. Too late for you. That's a deadly combo. Spiner with the gravity. Deadly slowing combo. Jeepers creepers. This is really sad, isn't it? These guys must all be incarnates or something on his team. Incarnate, yeah. Yep. Nope. No. Close, level 50. So we got 5 incarnates on this team. Yeah, this is just going to be a freaking nightmare for these guys. You know, again, it's hard to showcase a build, you know, because we got so much firepower and strength and buff and debuff on this team. And what am I going to show you that? It's going to go, ooh, I got to play that. This whole team is freaking kicking ass. I mean, pretty much any one incarnate can probably solo this map. Toasty, toasty. I think that was everybody. Like this Stalker. Crap, Stalker and lightning rods in there at the same time as that meteor is about to strike. I'm like, these guys are gonna get murdered. That's the one type of Stalker I would want to play. It's lightning. Or electric, anyway. Too late, you should have tiered 9 before that. Catch his ass when he gets up. Alright, I get to show you what I can do now. Which, against this guy, is going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, Spiners are no joke. Longbow. OD. Gotta take him out. Great. After all that, he wants an escort. I don't think so. Who's got the smoke? Dude, don't make me frickin' escort this guy. Come on. Come on. Oh, he gets to fly. I mean, if I'm going to escort somebody, there should be some ass-kicking ambushes like every 30 seconds. Come on. Otherwise, what's the point? These ambushes need to be sped up. Not saying drop them right on your head, but they should be coming from the exit or something. Gunning for bear, you know? What was it? Wow, lame. All right, let me get another one or two here, and then we'll call it. Let me pause this till I get the next one ready. All right, we got one guy swapping, and I'm trying to get... Oh, there's my replacement. We have our replacement. Okay. Feet Whispered Hand Assassins. There's Tiffany. It's back. All right, we're ready. All right, I said I'm going to run one or two more. I think we got, what, another Defender Temporal Revenant? I think I saw them in Team Search. Close Corruptor. And Tiffany Lockhart. Don't know that one. You're a Peregrine now, though. Oh, Blaster. Let's see. What do we got? Incarnates. Got 2 Incarnates. 3, 4 Incarnates. So half the team is incarnated. What do you suppose is going to happen? Let's open the door. Nope, no. Oh, tricky. Tricky. Bring some more guys this way. Slow as death, but comes more. Always pretty long. Just keep them coming. keep pulling. Stuff down here, stuff over there. Why not? Right here. Come over here. I just did a bunch of proc damage on that one taunt. Rocking like a beast with that. Can't even jump. Let's keep bringing them to me. Forget it. I'm not even using my dual blades most of this stuff. Weenie roast in here. Okay. I feel like we killed everybody. Did we miss someone? Oh yeah, there's somebody up there. Now we need Silent Blade. Where do you suppose she is? Back that way or this way? There she is. Here she is. And she's done. Jeez, come on. Oh, crap. There they are. Our friends. The arachnoids. Arachnoses. Come on, boys. The Arachnos Punisher. Flame. Come on, guys. Is this the best we can do? We gotta revamp these tip missions. All right, what else we got? I mean, come on, we need to get something. Carnies. All right. Was it the Carnies being next? I'm not even gonna replace. I think this will be the last one I'm gonna record anyway, so. Nice little confined space. They fell for it. Yeah, my KB protection's not that great, you know? Rushed. What are you guys doing back here? There's a bomb. Rushed. Got the last bomb. Now I'm gonna go downstairs. Play with these guys in the jailbreak. Oh, Jesus. Come on. Wow. What's there to say? Game over is what there is to say. I mean, if anything, this video showcases why 54 times 8 content is a joke. Throw some incarnates in there. Just one is enough. You got 3, 4, or 5, the whole damn team. Come on. It's game over. All right, I'm going to end the video there. That was Summer Blaidze. She is the Dual Blades, Fiery Aura, and Soul Mastery Brute. Oops, not. Cancel that. Cancel that. Don't want to run that one. Shanker stones. I prefer shankers. All right, anyway, that I selected my Granville mission for a second there. So yeah, that was Dual Blades, Fiery Aura, Soul Mastery. I mean, I think this solo missions were showing you pretty much what it's all about. You know, damage. No kidding, right? I use it to farm fire damage, fire farms. And then on teams, she lays out damage. She can tank, a little bit. Not the greatest at that, but really don't need to if your team is a bunch of, you know, ass kicker, name taker, incarnate people. So, all right, I'm gonna wrap it with that. Tune in for the fifth and final brute, Phoebe, who is going to be my radiation, assault puncher, and dark armor brute. All right, have a good one.